Psychologists say the most psychic damage is done to a child in the first 5 years of life. More like the first 5 months, 5 weeks, or 5 minutes. Unfreedom begins at birth. Nay, even long before. We are all born into a life-disapproving atmosphere. Self-regulation should begin with birth. Beware of giving birth in a hospital that does not provide rooming in. Far better to have your baby at home than subject it to such cruelty. Totalitarianism begins in the nursery. That first interference is always in the matter of food, of forcing the newborn to feed according to a timetable. Feeding at the breast suggests orgastic pleasure, so the advocates of timetable feeding mould the child to put duty before pleasure. Don't lie in bed with the baby, say the pamphlets. Forget it. Give the infant as much hugging and petting as you can. Never help a child if he can do something alone. Doting parents help a child climb a chair, stealing a great joy. A child has the right to wear clothes of such a kind that it doesn't matter a brass farthing if they get messy or not. Children brought up wearing silly Sunday clothes live one lifelong lie. Every child has the right to freedom of speech. I've had many years of hearing adolescent children let off all the bloodies and hells they'd been forbidden to say in their nursery. It is quite safe to have a row with a child when you're equals. You can be on the child's side, even though you sometimes swear at him, but leave out the moral talk, the labels of dirty or naughty. Not possessive love, not sentimental love, just behaving in such a way that the child feels you approve of him. Freedom does not mean spoiling the child. If a mother thinks her child can paint the front door with red ink to express himself freely, she is incapable of grasping what self-regulation means. A child should not be given everything he asks for. Too much money spoils a child's values and handicaps their fantasy life. Children love mud. They're naturally noisy and parents must learn to live with it. They clatter on stairs, they shout like louds, they're unconscious of furniture. Manners are an adult concept and children have no interest. Children hate to be indebted to anyone. In heaven's name, what does it really matter if Tommy sits down to a meal with unwashed hands? Children like candy because their bodies crave sugar, and in a balanced diet, sugar they should have. Religion to children means only fear. Free children who face life eagerly and bravely have no need to make any God at all. I think that if Christ could come to earth, he would leave the Sunday school's colours to the nearest cinema. The religion of the future will find God in the meadows, not the skies. A Sunday morning swimming will be holier than one spent singing hymns. We are nearer to God in masturbation than in repenting. 1/2 hour spent with a free child is more convincing than a book of arguments. People are always saying to me, but how will your free children ever adapt to the drudgery of life? I hope that these free children will be pioneers in abolishing the drudgery of life. One day humanity will trace all its hates and diseases to a civilization that is anti-life.